Good morning, brave awakened ones. Veronica of Higher Realm Holistic Care, medical empathic intuitive, certified integrative holistic health nurse, lightworker Sherpa. And want to make this video for you. Was one of those post-it nights. It has been. It's just I couldn't find the bigger ones. I had the little ones. At least it's not the baby ones this time. But again, I wanted to try to make that Am I a Lightworker video, which I have all the notes for, but my oversoul made it very clear and said to me, you already triggered who you had to yesterday for the time being, and they will find their way. That's it. That's what I received the message. They will find their way. Because what's important now is the rumbling of 4D. We've rumbled the 4D beings, the malevolent beings of 4D. So now, they're coming after us. Not only are they coming after us, but, they want to make sure we don't wake up the earth souls, the unawakened. They want to make sure it doesn't happen, and they want to scare us back. They want to scare us into remission, to retreat. Okay? So I made those other two videos about what happened to me the other night when something tried coming through my phone to come at me. And I've had many past experiences since I was a child, and I honestly think all the things I went through with my mother, because I would see something coming out of her whenever she would attack me, and my uncle also. So that's all part of it. You get attacked very early, depending on your job. It's really depending on your job. You get attacked very early. They try to take you out very early. That was shown to me a long time ago, how they try to take you out very early, the malevolent beings who want to keep the 3D prison cell hell up and running. Now, the title of this video is The Emperor Has No Clothes, the greatest lie ever told. And the lie, of course, is being told by those who control the 3D matrix, who put up the 3D construct. And the greatest lie ever told is, number one, their weapon is illusion, because they cannot create. They can only imitate. So their greatest weapon is illusion, and they need us, and we do not need them. That is the great illusion. They need us, and we do not need them. They need us as a food source. They need us as a battery, like the Matrix, literally. When we wake up and unplug from that Matrix, unplug from it, they're showing us everything. Because they have to, because it's a free will zone. So we have to willingly go, and if it's about falling, but they're doing it through lies and tricks, through illusions. It's like sleight of hand. Like I said, they can't create. So everything they do off of us by tricking us. And the awakening is about seeing the truth, about that lie, that veil coming down and seeing the truth. That's what they're upset about. They don't want you to see that truth. Now, like I've mentioned before, I've do remote viewing, have been since I was a kid, and timeline jumping and all of that. Not only do I do it for myself, it happens for myself personally, my personal life, but it also happens on a collective level, on a universal cosmic level. I mean, it goes pretty far out. And I know I was asking my oversoul, do I share this or not share this? Because I had a pretty significant remote viewing this morning, and I was told, it might give away my spot, might give away what I'm doing and stuff. So I'm holding my back on this, but this is the message I got instead. That, be on guard, light workers, because they know we see through that illusion. That's what's coming down, that 3D, it's down, I should say. It's down, and now we're trying to wake up the asleep. Okay, my whole body's starting to shake again as I'm saying this. Here we go with the shakes, because the information's coming in hard. So it triggers the shakes. Dang. Let me see. Okay, about the whole they don't need us. We don't need them. They need us. They need us to stay in the illusionary state in order to maintain the lies. Okay? And enough energy has built up in the light workers that we took down the 3D construct, but people are still stuck in the illusionary state. And it's time for us to, smack them awake, which things are happening to smack them awake. Now, last night, because I was wondering, does this have part to do with it? My oversoul said yes. It was yesterday evening around, let's say, 4:30-ish up until 5:30, 6:30. They were spraying chemtrails like mad. I mean, it was a grid. I'm sure plenty of you have seen those grids. They start with X marks a spot. Actually, I have a picture of that. And it's happened to me so many times where there's X marks a spot literally right above me. If I'm in my car, I come out, I see them spraying X marks a spot, and then a grid starts showing up. And that happened yesterday. I have photographs from the last time this happened. I was in Atlanta. And then happened yesterday where I saw X marks the spot and I stood there. I was like, oh, what's up? And then I saw a few planes. It's like a mad dash, and I try to remote view and I tune into what's happening. And then I feel their anxiety, like they're trying to cover something up so quick. Let me know if people have seen this last night. X marks the spot and then they start making the grid. And it's could be one to several planes doing it. It's like, and they go real fast, and it's the real thick smoke ones, and they expand, and then the whole sky turns that silvery color. Okay, so that's what they were up to last night. They were trying to cover up some shit going on last night, or I don't know, the energy. It was very interesting, and it had something to do with something going on in the moon. That's what I saw. I mean, I didn't pay no never mind to it too quickly. I'd have to stand there and pay more attention and really try to get into what they're doing, because I had a plumber at my house with a leaky pipe and trying to do laundry. So it was just like, wish I had my camera, and I wish I could have stood there to tap into them more. But I was really busy with that leaky pipe. Any which ways, which got fixed. So that's what's going on with the illusion creating and trying to stop us from doing this awakening, because we have the event energies here and the awakening has already started for the collective, and the sleeper cell light workers, as I call them, who are waking up right now, because now your energy is needed, your talent's needed. And watch the trigger video I did yesterday. That will help you. Let me see if I can give a bit of what I saw in the remote viewing. Part of that's a whole nother video. Part of the what's going on with the illusion is when you're hearing and seeing all those videos talking about how Sweden and Finland, I'm going to come out and say it, how you see Sweden and Finland talking about how their water is so clean and they have the best education and how their food is clean, and how certain countries banned GMO and the US didn't. That's done on purpose. And it goes a lot deeper than just the CDC not banning the shit. Okay? It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a reason why it's Sweden and Finland that is chosen to be kept clean. Chew on that for a minute. Chew on that. I saw it. I saw their little meeting. I was in there. Chew on that. There's a reason why it's Finland and Sweden. Think back to the Nazis. Think back. And there's a reason why things are so fucked up over here in US. Very specific reason why. There's a reason why all those wars are going on in Africa and the Middle East. Everything has a reason. Everything is so strategic. And of course, they're blowing smoke up our asses the entire time when it comes to healthcare and our food and the FDA and the CDC and all that kind of crap. And then meanwhile, we're sitting there looking over the pond saying, yo, what's up? How is it the same company is banned over there and it's not over here? The same shit is banned over there, but not over here. When we're supposed to be the greatest nation in the world, what's up with that? What's up with that? How is it the country can, especially when it's a one world thing going on? It's the same malevolent beings doing this, okay? Think about it. I'm Haitian. Make it very clear I'm assigned to Haiti. So let you know, malevolent beings, I'm on this, okay? There's a reason why Haiti has been torn to shreds. There's a reason why Haiti has been made out to be, oh, the poorest country. Remember, they flip everything. They flip everything upside down. It's all an illusion. Wake up from the illusion. Wake up, light workers. Wake up from the illusion, the rest of the illusion. I know you're pretty much awake. And it's not about forcing the truth, forcing the asleep to see the truth. It's about living your truth. And when they come to you, speaking your truth, standing in your truth is actually the most important thing. It is very, very difficult. That's what causes the loneliness, where you feel like you have absolutely nobody to talk to, because it's like, dang, I'm surrounded by asleep people. But think of a lighthouse. What's around the lighthouse? The lighthouse stands alone, right? And it just turns. And that's the imagery I was given when I was going through this very early on, the whole loneliness thing. The lighthouse just stands there and turns its light and shines its light. And whatever ship wants to catch the light and come in. Ooh, I'm getting such a beautiful imagery right now. You're the lighthouse, and you're going around and you're showing your light. You're going around showing your light. And whatever ship wants to catch that light is going to follow you, so it could come in to the shore, right? So it can come in and find safety, so it could find the truth. So that ship is like, oh shoot, there goes the light. It's going to come back. I'm going to catch this light. The light comes back. Boom, caught the light. Okay, I'm going along with the light. How do you like that analogy, right? It's coming with then it catches that light. It's far away, so it can't necessarily see everything clear, right? But it's starting to come in, and it's following the light as the light keeps turning. It's following the light and coming in towards the light more and more, coming in towards the truth, coming in more towards you more and more. You have not moved. All you did was stand. So stand in your truth, because the emperor has no clothes. We all know this. He naked. What happens in the story? The emperor loses clothes and all the people sees the truth and starts laughing, right? And boom, they're abdicated, they're thrown. Time to start just shining your light so everybody can see the emperor has no clothes, to get them to abdicate their throne. The time of protesting, and yeah, if we could stand in our truth, but as you could see, that's illusionary too, the protests. They hijacked that. They hijacked that. All these mass shootings. How many times have you heard them say there's more than one shooter, and they're like trying to pass off one guy who they managed to mind control to do this stuff? Send love to that person. I know what they did is so horrific. I remember at work one day with a coworker when the whole Timothy McVeigh thing happened and New Orleans happened, and I was really close to this chick. I think about it right now and I feel like crying. When we were watching on the news that happened, and her brother wasn't there and her brother died. I got goosebumps thinking about it, because I used to call her Big Red. Big Red, if you're out there, hi girl. Well, Veronica here. I just remember her just falling to pieces. It was her twin brother. Okay, so been there, done that. World Trade Center. Almost lost my best friend. 2 friends down there. My office was only 5 blocks away when I was doing interior decorating, and I was dropping off the kids. And I was going to be on my way to my office, dropping off the kids at school. I was at my mom's house to grab some breakfast. Heard the sirens go off. Got the phone call, come pick up your kids from school. Didn't know what the frick was going on. Okay? So, yeah, that stuff is real, but it's all illusionary. Not to say people aren't really dying and stuff, illusionary as in they're blowing smoke up our asses to cover up other things. Okay, so now time for the smoke to clear because our lights are shining too bright. Shining way too bright. Okay, and yeah, you might be targeted. Yeah, they might come after you and stuff, but just know you're deeply planted, deeply rooted into Gaia. Root yourself some more. Bring in more of that light when you feel attacked and root yourself even deeper into Gaia's core. Root that energy even more. Okay, don't be run off. Okay, you've been through too much. Like when they come after me, like the other day, I was like, please, you're going to stop me? You can sound angry as you want. You're not going to stop me. I've been through too much shit to be stopped. Please. And I have the scars all over my back and my body to prove it. So you're going to stop me. So light workers, you've been through too much. Especially those who have really big messages to give, big projects to do. Number 22, master builders, forerunners, you have been through too much since the time your soul incarnated on this earth. You've been through life and death situations. Some lousy little malevolent being, some little demon, some deep state, whatever, operative cannot scare you. They could try to harm your body, but they can't do that even anymore because you're too shored up, man. You got too much protection around you. Just put more protection around you because we're in the thick of it, all right? So they can't take you down. Just know that. All right. Back to sunshine and rainbows, everyone. Okay. Just want to let you guys know today is my first webinar. Okay. It's about releasing blockages. And you could still register, still time to register, but please make sure that you pay also. I have people registered who did not pay. It's $22, okay? So you can do that, and then I send you the material needed for tonight, okay? Because we're going to release some blockages, and then after that, like I said, if you want to hang out after the webinar, we're going to put on the armor of God. We're going to put out some prayers out there. We're going to shore up. We're going to pick up our light swords, swords of love and light, all right? For our families, for Gaia, for ourselves, for all those out there. All right. Love, light, and peace. Lady V out. We got this.